Welcome back. It's Kovacs Report, and it's time to take a look at Mad Cave previews. Yes, this is the catalogue showcasing everything that will be released in October. I'm going to go through it page by page, give you my thoughts, let you know what's on my pull list, and highlight anything that's new. In the meantime, hit subscribe. That'd be fantastic. Really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow and I can make more videos. Plus, give the video a like if you like the video. Now, this is a new one from Tatsunoko Production, another licensed property that Mad Cave are pumping out. The other one being my favourite thing in the whole entire world, which is Gatchaman, commonly known as Battle of the Planets. They've got that property rolling through at the moment. I think it's about 11 issues in, or 11, 12 listed, some one-shots. Now, anyway, this is another from the Japanese powerhouse that is Tatsunoko, and it's the 1966 Speed Racer, or Mac Go Go Go, as I remember it being called as well. So let's see who and what this is all about. So it's a spin-off series of self-contained stories spotlighting your favourite characters. Authors Mark London and David Pepose, so that sounds promising. Artist Sebastian Perez. So Speed Racer Tales from the Road is an all-new quarterly release featuring one-shot stories that expand the universe of Speed Racer. 2 destinies, 1 road, only one can walk away. When Interpol sends Racer X on a mission to take down a brutal warlord known only as a Viking, a deadly chase ignites across a shadowy European city. This sounds really fun, actually. I think I'm going to pick it up, maybe even read the previous stuff. So, packed with brutal hand-to-hand combat, turbocharged vehicular mayhem, and a haunting look at the choices that forge a man, this oversized one-shot dives deep into the past of the mass driver you think you know. Well, I'm up for that. There's also a Sprittle and Chim Chim backup story where they borrow the Mach 5 for the joyride of a lifetime. That sounds fun. $7, 40 pages. Some nice covers there. Oh, is that a Quesada? There's a Joe Quesada cover there too, so maybe he's a fan. That looks really, really cool. I wonder if we have any preview art. Yeah, we do. Look at that. I think it looks cool. I think I'm on board. Yes, I'm definitely getting it. And Speed Racer, the ongoing, also by Dave Pepose, that's continuing. That's up to issue 3. So I'm gonna pick this up. I'm not sure if actually the first issue's out yet, but I'm definitely going to take a look at that. I love Tatsunoko stuff. Absolutely love it. I grew up with it as a kid, and it was a highlight for me. So more Racer X, Speed Racer and Racer X. So they're doing the whole thing. While Speed Racer risks it all to win, Racer X plays a deeper game, one that can cost him his life. So that's all from the same universe. They're really putting out. This is Mark Russell, Nuno Platti. Okay, I'm on board. Dick Tracy Halloween special. If you're a Dick Tracy fan, which I'm not, then this looks fun. A Halloween special by Alex Segura, Mike Morecki, and Chantal Amy Osman, with artist Craig Cermak. The ghouls and ghosts are out in the city, and so are some of Dick Tracy's deadliest rogues, or are they? As Tracy, Pat, Sam, and Tess try to piece together the return of one of the city's most bloodthirsty killers, other Tracy baddies start to creep out from under the woodwork, but the heroes dig deeper into the twisty mystery and discover something new, and perhaps more sinister, featuring the Mad Cave debut of one of the most iconic Dick Tracy characters ever, the Kid. All right, it sounds fun. If you're a Dick Tracy fan, that sounds right up your street. So they've got a new #1, Gunpowder Profits. It's a 5-issue mini by Justin Jordan. The artist Patrick Piazzalungua. Honestly, it's the running joke with me getting the names right. And this is probably an Italian name, I should get it. So it's Piazza Langua. There we go. Okay. Whew. Gunpowder Profits. Let's see what it's all about. The covers look fun. So Huck and Marley help people for money. Well, in theory anyway. For some reason, their help always seems to involve massive amounts of property damage, a somehow guaranteed collision with the supernatural, and if Marley has his way, a huge body count. They're the Gunpowder Profits, and a simple job rescuing a girl from a backwoods cult turns weird when the super groovy leader's supernatural powers turn out to be very, very real. It's a 70s style horror mixed with grindhouse action in Gunpowder Profits. Gonzo over-the-top action horror from Justin Jordan, which also has done The Strange Talent of Luther Strode. Patrick Piazzalaguna, and he's from Monsters Are My Business, which I've not seen. Roman Stevens and Taylor Esposito. Okay, that sounds fun, and the art does look nice. There's some blood, there is violence, everything you promised. I might give that a go. And the covers are really, really nice. That's George Corona, and the main artist doing the first cover. Right, Temporal #1. Now, this is another one. Stephanie Williams has got something new out with Asaya Fulmore on the art. Another 5-issue mini. Let's have a look. It looks pretty cool. Once upon a time, Savannah and Marcus were the most skilled temporal thieves in the business, slipping through history to acquire rare artifacts. That was before they settled down, had a son, and built a quiet life together. 10 years later, as their son Harper celebrates his birthday, Savannah questions whether stubborn bliss is enough. When Harper's disappointment over a replica gaming console triggers memories of her former life, Savannah makes a decision that could jeopardize everything she and Marcus have built. Against her husband's knowledge and her best friend's warning, Savannah steps back into the portal for one last job, a simple mission to retrieve an original gaming console from the past. But nothing stays simple for long in a business where time is money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. You know, going back to get a gaming console for your son, I'm not sure if that's a strong enough plot point to pull me in. But the art looks nice. Maybe it's fun. Maybe we'll give it an issue 1 review and see where it goes. Okay, Terabytes number 1. There's lots of new stuff coming out from Mad Cave this month. Woo! Okay, so there's another Mark Russell book, which is always promising. Felix Ruiz, and it's Where Tech Ends, Terror Begins. Okay, this sounds a bit more up my street. In an age where technology intertwines seamlessly with our everyday lives, Terabytes delves deeper into the shadows of our digital existence, exploring the uncharted territories of human consciousness shaped by technological evolution. This new series pushes the boundaries of speculative fiction, presenting stories that challenge the very essence of identity, morality, and reality in a hyper-connected world. In the first issue, a headset that lets users relive their greatest memories at the moment of their death extracts a brutal prize. This sounds very 2000 AD, very Black Mirror. So, you know what? I'm going to give it a go because I like stuff that Mark Russell does. He's a pretty good creator. Now, we've got Warwolf number 1. From Steve Orlando. Now, I'm not a big fan of Steve Orlando's work. I could not get into his Scarlet Witch and a few other things. However, this is creator owned, so maybe this is where he shines more to me, let's say. So let's have a look at Warwolf, because even the title's got me, let's be honest. After he fends off an alien invasion, Thomas Bruin goes from a nobody security guard to Earth's greatest hero. He's got a supercharged launch pad and no ceiling. Bruin rises from celebrity to Congress, then to the head of the planet's first orbital security force. He's married into one of the country's most powerful political families. He's surfing a wave on endorsements, and he's a very symbol of human existence. So why is Bruin nervous? Because only he knows his great victory is a lie. When the aliens return to Earth, stronger than ever, Bruin has no choice but to be the hero he's fooled the whole world into thinking he is, or die trying. That sounds fun. Yep, that sounds fun. I'm going to give that a go. That's going to be another one we're going to review. And the art's pretty cool. It looks fun. Reminds me of some Rick Remender stuff, actually. Okay, Ghostbox Volume 1 trade paperback. So I guess this is collecting something that's already been out, something I haven't read. So Mike Carey, Pablo Raimondi, and Jose Villarabue. I'm so bad with names. I've got to practice these before I come on camera. It's terrible. Ghostbox Volume 1. So Chloe and Jan come into an unexpected inheritance, and it couldn't come at a better time for Chloe. Desperate for cash, she advertised her late uncle's possessions online, in particular a strange little box, and gets a very motivated buyer. But when the deal goes south, Chloe is arrested for murder and Jan disappears. Superstars Mike Carey and Pablo Riamondi deliver a bold supernatural thriller with an all-new 10-page epilogue made exclusively for this special Mad Cave edition. All right, well, I've not read it originally, but it's got me enticed, and that cover does look really, really good. I am 100% on board. A little Pandora's box there. I mean, look at the art, right? Look at the art. 100% into that. Okay, we've got an OGN here, Zero, by Vaho and Felipe Flores. So, welcome to the mall, a vintage Valhalla with no end in sight. And like our titular hero, it's a future stuck in the past, both of which are about to erupt in a reckoning. Meet Zero, a hip loner drifting through a sea of consumption. Soaked in sweet nostalgia, he wanders dim arcades, glowing record stores, forgotten theatres, and tasty food courts, living for the next item to catch his eye in a never-ending aisle of wonders. But something's missing. He can sort of recall who, but damn, has it been that long? Remember Donna? They had a time once together. And was there a baby? Was she about to have one? Maybe, but bloody hell, I'm getting confused here. By me, and it all unfolds to a deserted world above, with a past coming to take back tomorrow. Magic versus science, demons versus humans, the apocalypse and beyond. It's all here. And for some reason, so is Zero. Okay, well, I'll give it a go. Let's see if there's any art. Is there any... Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Is there any art? Is there any art? Yeah, there is. Okay. That reminds me of a sort of Daniel Klaus looking type of thing. Maybe. I'll give it a first issue, but I'm not sure that's my cup of tea. So the Phantom continues, if you're a Phantom fan. Issue 2. They're doing a lot of sort of licensed properties at the moment, I think, Mad Cave. That's Ray Fawkes and Russell Olsen. So it should look nice at least. Flash Gordon, not a big fan, never have been, never will be. I think I missed that boat when I was a kid. But we've got Gotcha Man, which I'm reading, which is, again, my favourite thing in the world. And they're pumping out the stories there. So it's cool. It's sort of, I think it's more aimed at a younger audience. I mean, you get your little thrill. If you're a fan like me and you have been for 40 odd years, then you see the sort of approach they've taken. It's very, very close to the sort of style and voice that the original animation had. So I'm on board. And there's a deluxe edition. Well, I'll be buying it. Take my money. Take my money. It's got extras in it. It's got scripts and pages of art, original pencils and inks. Yeah, we're going to get that. Oh yeah, $30, 176 pages, full color. Cullen Bunn, Chris Batista, and Pasquale Quadrano. So, the triumphant return of Gatchaman, the iconic Japanese animated franchise of a 5-member bird-themed superhero team. This deluxe hardcover collects issues 0 to 5 and features plenty of bonus material for Gatchaman fans. A mechanical terror has descended upon numerous cities, and the world's greatest scientists are disappearing. Yeah, we're going to get that. Look at it. Look at it. Can't say no. Blue Palo Verde. Now, I've read the first issue of this, so I'm not going to read solicit here. And I really, really enjoyed it, actually. It's about a woman who gets out of prison. She goes to this town where her father is, and she's trying to meet, and there's some weird cult going on. So that's all I know about it so far, and it was enough to get me into issue 2, which is out soon, I would imagine. So Bitchcraft continues. I haven't read that. I think what I'll do is I'll maybe catch up or get the trade. But it does look cool. The cover sort of snapped me in. I don't know why I didn't read it in the first place. And Eat Your Young. So this is, again, another book there. Issue 1 hasn't come out, so I'm not going to read the solicit in case it spoils anything. But I think it's on my review list. I think there's quite a few Mad Cave books that I'm on board with, much like this one. Don't forget your briefcase. Really, really good. Really, really fun. It was a surprise hit for me the week it came out. I thought I'd do an extra book. I'll read something extra, and I picked this one up, even with the weird title, and it was very, very, very cool. So go watch my review or read the book first. Again, I'm not going to talk about it, but if you like sort of espionage and the threat of nuclear war, that is definitely your cup of tea. Okay, so Flow, again, issue 1 isn't out yet, as is It Killed Everyone But Me. Look into my eyes. I don't think the first issue's come out, but that cover has got me absolutely drawn in. If it's not already on my pull list, on my review list, it is now. So there we go. So there's some continuing series. Orla, A Pale Night. The Pale Night. Wow. Okay, stop the presses. The Pale Night there's 2 or 3 issues out of this book, and I swear it's going to be one of my books of the year. It's set in the olden days of knights and armor and swords and shields and the Black Plague. And this good knight who's reflecting all his bad deeds, has made a deal with the devil to save his son. And it's absolutely first class. Peter Milligan and Val Rodriguez have done an amazing job. There is, honestly, it's one of those few books that comes along and every page is perfect. Every bubble, every bit of dialogue, every bit of colouring, every line, it is just so cool, and I absolutely love it. Definitely pick up on that. So I haven't been reading Vanishing Point or Red Vector, if Red Vector's even come out yet. So I'm not too sure about those, but I like the look of them. Actually, I think this is one of the strongest months for Mad Cave. Red Vector sounds good. It looks like sci-fi there, so I'm on board with that. Blade Forger. So, okay, so I read the first one of this. I guess this is the trade paperback collecting the story, and I just couldn't get into it. And again, I mean, the art was nice enough. The premise was interesting, but there was just something about it that just didn't bring me back. Now, Anaki Miranda and Roy Miranda done a great job of it, so I'm not knocking it. I think it just wasn't my taste. Okay, I really want to stress here, it wasn't a bad book. It was just, I think it wasn't the kind of story that I was interested in. Now, past time, I've been saving up to read this for the whole trade. So if that's good, I'm going to pick it up. But the art looks good. It's got that whole sort of old world feel to it, and I like books like that. I think it's set in the 1920s, so it looks great. So I'll read it. It's Henry Hayes. This is Joe Harris and Russell Olsen. Henry Hayes could have been the best baseball player anyone ever saw, if only his dark affliction didn't prevent him from playing in the daylight. But when the barnstorming circuit introduced a new novelty to the game, night baseball under bright lights, will his dreams of playing pro ball finally be realised, or will his bloody past catch up with him before he gets the chance? From the Midwest fields of the 1920s to the big city lights of today, Pastime's a small-town thriller on a national scale. So that's got issues 1 to 5 on it. I'm definitely going to dive into that. I mean, the art, again, looks really, really cool. So The Slasher's Apprentice. I didn't pick this up. Justin Richards and Halvorsen. Riley, a horror-obsessed podcaster with a slasher villain fixation, is seeking a new career path, helping her favourite legendary slasher, the Hopton Valley Killer, regain their long-lost notoriety while learning the ropes herself. So she's like a what do you call it? Serial killer in training, I guess. So yeah, I think I actually did read the first one. It wasn't too bad, but again, it didn't pull me in. You know, that book's got to hook you back for the second issue. So what's this? October Girl Vol 1. I've not heard of this at all. Matthew Dow Smith. Okay, so this is Mad Cave's Maverick line, which is like a little imprint where they pump out different stuff from the mainline stuff they do. So this is author and artist Matthew Dow Smith. Autumn Ackerman grew up believing in fairy tales and magic, but now she's 18, facing reality, a future stuck behind the counter of her small town coffee shop. Is this really all that there is to life? But then suddenly, Autumn's childhood imaginary friend reappears and her entire boring world is turned upside down. Autumn secretly belongs to the strange world of the Night Folk, a society of magical creatures like the one from the story she used to believe in. But this magical world is also a dangerous one. Now Autumn must protect her loved ones from the frightening Mr. Balloon long enough to untangle the mystery, tying the Night Folk to her past. Okay, that does actually look cool, and I like the art. I like the little creatures. Okay, so this is going to go on the pull list for sure. This does look like my cup of tea. All right, the last session. So I haven't reread, or rather, I haven't read the first version of this. I guess this ties into some kind of role-playing game, maybe. I don't know. Jasmine Walls, Dozer Draws artist. So yeah, I might have to look into the first one before I look at this. I'm not sure if it's for me. So if you do read it, you know what you're getting on that one. Cat Mask Boy. Okay, so this is again Nakama Press, which is what Mad Cave are working with, putting out lots of manga. Actually, they're doing a few manga so far, and I guess this is the first one. So this is Linus Liu, and this is Tiger is a 7-year-old boy growing up in 1970s Hong Kong. He prefers being clever to working hard, gets terrible grades in school, and dreams of being a superhero. One day, his world is turned upside down when his report card somehow ends up in one of the most dangerous areas of Hong Kong, Kowloon City. Armed only with his homemade cat mask and determination in his heart, Tiger must dive into the twisted chaos and shadowy street corners of the walled city to recover the document. Well, that sounds fun, actually. I like the sort of 2-3 color toning of the artwork, actually. That looks fun. Probably my partner would love that. I'm not sure if it's for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But again, it looks good. And that's it, I think. Yes, that is all of the solicits for Mad Cave for October. So there's a few on my list. Those are my thoughts on the ones that are and all the new books. So let me know yours. Let me know if there's something in there that you're reading you think I'm wrong about and should give a second chance. I certainly will. But there we go. Like the video. Subscribe. If you like to hear more videos like this, I'd really appreciate it. But read more comics, and I'll see you in the next one.